Hi everyone, Fiona Pearman and Kate Bora here. And this month we've been looking at confidence myths. And the one we want to explore today is that being confident means you're loud, you're extroverted, you're potentially arrogant, and definitely dominant and assertive.
Yeah, I think this one's really interesting. When we first started doing research for the book, we were doing workshops with women across organizations, exploring what is confidence, what does it look like, sound like, feel like. I think before even stepping into that room, a lot of people had assumptions around what they see is confidence, right? Often visual cues or signs, strong voice, clear, simple message, often a physical presence, but a lot of physical cues and signs that equal confidence, no self-doubt, feel like they've got it, nothing would ruffle their feathers. And I think what's really curious about this is when we see those visual signs of confidence, we're making a lot of assumptions around what's going on underneath the surface.
Yeah, and I think this is the piece that potentially people underestimate. What we see, what's going on here, is not always what's playing out inside. And in fact, most of us have had these experiences, right? When we say afterwards, oh, how did I go? What did it look like? And people say, no, you were fine. It was okay. And so we aren't present to and we can't see the inner voice that's going on in anyone else's head. We've just got ours usually dialed up on loudspeakers. So I think to equate that confidence has to look one way or to be a certain way is a real myth. And we're out to really bust that today.
Yeah, I think when we're in those rooms running those workshops, we run this incredible visualization process, asking people to really connect with the time when they had that 100% unshakable, unbreakable confidence. And when we come out of that visualization process, we're asking them to connect in, what do they notice in their body? What do they notice in how they hold themselves, how they walk into a room, how they speak, what do they notice about how people are interacting with them, responding to them? And so many of those times when we unpacked those cues of what confidence looked like for these individual women, they talked about it being grounded, about it being still, about it being this strong, quiet confidence.
Yes, and I think this is the piece we would love people to be able to take away from today is confidence can be more than one version of things. And what we've found in our workshops, in our program Acts of Confidence, is that when we do the work, we go a little bit deeper, and we spend a bit of time understanding ourselves, we get to reconnect to this inner, grounded, solid confidence that's there. We call it core confidence. It's at the heart of the work we do. And we know that once we get in good contact with that, once we're connected to that inner resource of core confidence, which does live within all of us. In all of our work, we've really never had anyone who couldn't find a time, who couldn't find a place where that was living deep inside of themselves. And so the invitation is to start to question your assumptions, to start to think about, well, why is my default around confidence just this way? Why can't it be a version that's right for me? And if you've ever been in a room with someone who actually didn't need to speak a lot, didn't need to be loud, didn't need to be dominant, but just at the right moment said something really powerful or asked that vital question or talked into a point in a really, really determined and clear way, they may have said nothing for the rest of the meeting. They may have been relatively quiet, but their confidence was there in the moment they needed it. And they were able to share that and demonstrate it in quite a different way than what we often cue or say needs to look like confidence.
Yeah, and I think as we close this conversation and we talk about that inner confidence, that core confidence that we talk about in the book, what we know from our work and what we do in the Acts of Confidence program is in most circumstances, we have the confidence and we have self-sabotage strategies where we give our confidence away. So we walk into a room, we may have that confidence, we see someone we weren't expecting to be there. That rocks our confidence because we're like, oh, what is it they know about the topic? Or what if they ask me a question I can't answer? And so our ability, firstly, to understand what confidence looks like, sounds like, feels like, can be done through that visualization process. And the powerful work that we facilitate for our clients is recognizing, what is it that goes on for me? What are habits, defaults, beliefs, assumptions that play out often habitually, that mean there are times when my confidence is going from here to here. And when you have awareness around that, it allows you to make some different choices. It allows you to implement some strategies when we do start to get rocky, because that's going to happen to all of us. We are in an ever-changing world. We don't have complete certainty around how things are going to play out. But when you have a toolkit, strategies that you can lean on, when things do get a little bit wobbly, we're able to stay connected to our core competence and hold ourselves in that moment, on that stage, in that conversation, or in that job interview. And that's really the work we do. Team, we're going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed today's confidence conversation, if you know someone who would benefit from it, please share it with those people within your network. If you'd like to find out more about the work that we do, head over to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Tons of videos for you to dig into and hear more about our work. And of course, when you're ready to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, visit our website, coreconfidence.com.au.